being displayed. This time by, they'll see 1 to go. A green flag the next time around. This 4/10 of a mile. 1 to go, says our flag. And these Chargers going 35 laps. Some of them may look a lot like the late models. Some of them look akin to what a 4-cylinder might look like. A good chance for drivers to get some experience in these bigger race cars. As we said, Arch looking for a second win of the season. Gerald Benton just looking to redeem himself. Had bad luck last week when he crashed out early. They're in the restart zone. They're coming to the green flag. Is that we are underway. 35 green flag laps here for the Chargers as they work into turn number 1 and 2 for the first time. They're still side by side, not for long. Arch jumps out to the early point. Benton slips into second. Barber holding on to third now as he gets by Robertson on the outside, and Warren grabs fifth. Courtney Harden quickly gets herself into sixth. Ronald Renfro gets seventh away and pushes Haley Moody back to eighth. As first lap is on the board, give it to Robert Arch.
Charged up on the outside, the 3 of Travis Robertson trying to take back that third spot from the 22 of Barber. And he's solidly up alongside, door handle to door handle, down into turn 1.
Side by side, trying to grab the position on the high side of the racetrack. Not something a lot of drivers want to do. As Robertson's up high, Barber's down low. Robertson literally with a longer race car than Barber, and he has it by a nose according to our transponders, but Barber not giving up on the bottom, but Robertson clears him on the high side. That is not something you see very often. Robertson to third, Barber to fourth, but they're all chasing Robert Arch and Gerald Benton out front. We got a spin in turn 3. It's the 6 of Comers, and the caution is down. Rich, you had your eye on that one. Looked like he just lost it all himself.
Yeah, I don't think he got touched. I think he just got in a little hot, and the back started to come around, and he just couldn't save it.
Coming to the pits, and now the jack is coming out. Maybe he thinks he's got a tire going down. And now looks like he's A-okay, and he's going to pull back out, but I guess you could say, Rich, he's better safe than sorry if he thought he had a tire going down, but he just lost all that track position that he had off the start. The 6 of Alton Comers all using the outside of the restart cone, and that's where they're going to start. As we've still got a lot of racing to go here. 31 laps to go as the green flag is out. We're back underway. Arch and Benton side by side for the point. Arch got the early advantage, and he has got them clear, and now trouble on the front stretch. Courtney Harden looks like she is under power. And the caution has to come right back out as it looks like Courtney Harden, her machine just would not get going. Looked like it just cut off on her there, Rich. Maybe an electrical issue. It just never got going at all.
Good news, bad news. I don't see any fluid. I don't see any smoke.
She needed that extra week just to get the car back together, and now we're coming to 1 to go, and the restart cone is in effect. We're presented by Quality Pre-Owned Cars, Trucks and Cars. And to the outside goes Phil Barber, Haley Moody, the 81 of David Warren, 45 of Tom Sauls. We've been stuck on lap 4 for about 5 minutes now. Let's see if we can get to lap 5 as pace car is going to pull out of harm's way. It's up to Robert Arch when we get this one going. He enters the restart zone and gets the green. We get back underway, and Arch easily outruns Phil Barber to turn 1. The battle's going to be for second as they work up off the western end of the speedway. It's Gerald Benton who had it, but Barber charges on the outside and beats him into turn 3. But off of turn number 4, who's going to have second? The computer says it's Gerald Benton, barely.
Benton battling down low, trying to hold off the 22 of Barber. And Robertson, who's been up there messing with both of them at one point or another, a very tight fourth as that trio battles behind Robert Arch, who is pulled away now to a healthy advantage in 1.124 seconds.
6 laps completed this 35 lapper, and right now Robert Arch setting sail out front. Meanwhile, Gerald Benton is second. Travis Robertson wants the battle for third spot. He dives inside of Phil Barber into turn number 1. They're number to number. That's the battle for the third spot. They'll take it to the backstretch.
And down the backstretch they go, and this time it's the 3 of Robertson, the slight advantage. The 3 for third, and he gets the spot and pulls up into third in front of the 22 of Barber.
Barber back to 4th. 5th place, the 50, Haley Moody with Warren in 6th. Renfro 7th. Comers in 8th. 9th is Sauls. 10th is Jones. Everybody's on the lead lap except for the 18 of Courtney Harden, who looks like her afternoon is done. Her car's still down there on pit road, and they're putting the hood back on, but they're not in any hurry. So that one looks like it is terminal as Robert Arch puts 10 laps on the board.
And he's picking off laps down below 17 seconds. The 16.7 to 16.9 range. His lead at 1.4 seconds now over Gerald Benton, who's come up to do battle into that second spot. And he is actually just as quick as the leader. Matter of fact, this lap, Benton, quicker than the leader, chops it down to 1.2.
But Robert Arch still well out front with that track position as they've kind of gotten a little single file. You got to go back to 6th place to find a side-by-side battle where Ronald Renfro takes that spot away from David Warren, move Renfro into 6th. David Warren back to 7th spot. As we are 12 laps complete, the 18 of Hardin is back on the track. That's good for her. She might be 8 laps down to the leader, Robert Arch, but she needs that seat time. This is her step moving up the ladder. She needs all the experience and laps she can get while she might not be on the lead lap. Seat time, most valuable thing in the world.
And Robert Arch moving right in on her back bumper now as she battles to get by the 6th. That's Arch, the 16-year leader, moving in on the 18. Hope she knows he's there. Yeah, he gets by, no problem.
Yeah, Arch gets by her clearly as we are on lap 15 of 35, nearly halfway through this one. Gerald Benton trying to charge. He's 3/10 of a second, nearly 3/10 of a second faster on his lap time that last time by than Arch is, but Arch has the lead. Therefore, he sets the pace. Therefore, he can run as fast or slow as he wants as long as he can maintain the track position that he has on Gerald Benton. Doesn't have anything to worry about. They do have something to worry about with Courtney Hardin, though. She is slow again, right in the middle of the field.
Not going her way today. Matter of fact, it's not going at all. She's back into the pit area, and again, the car looks underpowered.
Maybe something with the connection to the battery or whatnot, but the car just won't stay cranked for whatever reason. Luckily, though, she gets out of harm's way and at least back on the pit road. Even though the car died right there out in front of the 3rd place car of Travis Robertson. He had to do the old Olay move behind the wheel just to get around her. He lost some track position, but he keeps it green, and we stay green here on lap 18 of 35.
2-car breakaway. Robert Arch is led all the way in the 16. Gerald Benton has battled his way up into that 2nd spot. Now is down just 1.1 second behind and is turning laps a little quicker than your leader.
20 laps complete, 15 to go here as we have. This race has been halted only twice by yellow flags. Robert Arch has been the man to beat. He has been good on the restarts, and he is good on the green as Gerald Benton can only chase him. And now Tom Sauls here on the front stretch was moving a little slow as Travis Robertson passed him, as he is a lap car. Robertson, the 3rd place car. Phil Barber in 4th. Haley Moody rounding out your top 5 as Robert Arch just making this one look easy, Rich.
Yeah, I think unlike the last race, this one does not look like Benton is going to be able to mount much of a challenge. The lead now closer to 2 seconds than 1, and literally Arch motoring on into the distance.
I have to say, not quite like what we saw from Lee Pulliam catching Deke McCasker. Robert Arch just looks too strong right now, unless he makes a mistake here in lap traffic, which has been known to happen. Right now, he's got the machine of Alton Comers dead ahead of him. Comers is already 2 laps down, and Robert Arch is going to try to put him the 3rd lap down. He will so into turn number 3, dives to the inside, and Comers surrenders the spot. He is now 3 laps down. He sees the 6B of Mike Jones dead ahead of him. Jones is the 8th place car on the lead lap, but he won't be there long. Here comes Arch charging, and Robert puts him a lap down.
And now the lead close to half a straightaway at 1.8. Benton trying to catch Robert Arch, who seems to have the better arch. Travis Robertson in 3rd spot in that 3 cannot catch the two leaders who have broken away from the field. Bill Barber is fourth in the 22. Haley Moody rounds out the top five in number 5.
Well, you know, we talked in the late model race about how much some of those guys would have valued a caution to get a chance to catch up with the leaders for a restart. Here for these Chargers, they've had two restarts, and they still can't catch Robert Arch. So you can't blame it on the track position or the green flag run this time. This is just dominance. Robert Arch is hit on the setup, and he is just motoring away. Gerald Benton can only chase what is turning into a fading memory in his windshield. That's Robert Arch getting further and further away as he's down to 6 laps to go.
And Robert Arch looking to make it back-to-back victories at Southern National Motorsports Park, and he's got me convinced he can pull it off.
He's pretty good on it right now as he gets the 5 to go signal this time by. Last time, 2 weeks ago, when the Chargers opened their season, Arch finished second on the racetrack to Dylan Spain, but Spain lost.
Caution is out.
Yeah, there's a plume of smoke out of turn number 2, and it's because Tom Sauls was in the area. Maybe Sauls having something let go on the race car or whatnot. He let up some smoke, might have spun in 2, and the caution is displayed. With 5 laps to go, it's going to turn into a 5-lap shootout. What do they want to do? Here they come. Gerald stays inside, and just as I predicted, Travis Robertson is going to go outside from 3rd. Phil Barber follows him in 4th, and Haley Moody went from 5th. And now everybody else takes the cone as we get set for the restart with 5 to go.
We got a couple of guys like the 55 of Benton and the 3 of Robertson that are trying to change that.
Here we come. They're going to come to the green this time out. It'll be with 5 laps to go as the restart is on. Arch and Robertson drag race into turn 1. And just like every other time this afternoon, Arch wins the restart, and he's to the backstretch already clear of everybody. Robertson goes from 2nd to 3rd. He's stuck up on the high side, and Barber gets turned in turn 4. 3 cars involved. Caution is out before we can get a lap in. And right there, Rich, that was 3 cars going for the same spot. Barber, Renfro, and Warren got stuck in it as well, and was not enough real estate, and Barber went for the loop.
Well, the good news is he looped it all the way around. A little damage to the left rear, but that was not from the inside wall.
One to go. Decision time again. Robert Arch, he vehemently chooses the inside, and Robertson does not try the outside. Haley Moody's going to go out there from 4th. Warren and Barber follow from 5th and 6th. And Sauls is going to pull in from the back of Rich.
He's decided the inside is the place to be because he knows his other 2 guys are going to give it a lot of gas when the green flag, which is about to fall, falls.
Here it comes. It'll be 5 laps to go. Let's try this thing again. Act 2 with a 5 to go signal. Here we go. Green flag is out, and Robert Arch, another great restart on the inside. Outrun everybody and their mother to turn 1. Now to the backstretch. Haley Moody is trying to squeeze into 3rd. Can't do it. Robertson's there in position. Travis sticks the nose down low. The battle's for 3rd with 4 to go. And caution is out. Yellow flag is out. Debris in turn 2 has brought out our caution as...
You know, I guess if you're going to put the helmet on and the fire suit and climb in there and strap in, you're going to take it whatever way it comes, especially when you're out front.
And on that restart cone, the quality pre-owned Trucks and Cars restart cone, again, Haley Moody is going to try the outside, followed by... She's going to try it again. That Ford Mustang, Haley Moody, going to try it again on the high side. The pace car pulls out of harm's way. It's up to Robert Arch. When do we go? When do we go? Here we go. Green flag is out. 4 laps to go. Can we stay green? That is the question. They're side by side in the turn 1. Arch jumps back out to the point. Benton pulls alongside Moody. That's going to be battle for 2nd as they accelerate into turn number 3. Door to door for position 2. Out of turn 4. Give it to Benton. Moody pulls up 3rd, and now the battle's going to be for 3rd. Robertson trying to get in there on Moody. He is there. Just can't quite pull onside her.
Robert Arch trying to take it home and do it again here at Southern National Motorsports Park with just a couple laps left now. He is setting the pace. 0.3 of a second lead over Gerald Benton. And how about Haley Moody, 18 years old, from Kinston, North Carolina, up there in a solid third spot, trying to hold off Robertson.
White flag is out one more time around. Robert Art's going to get one final shot from Gerald Benton. Benton trying to run him down one more time. Moody trying to hold on for third as they head to turn 3 and 4. Take him home, Rich.
All right, and homeward bound they are. And your leader, Robert Arch, makes it back-to-back wins here at the Speedway. Benton across in second. Great run for Haley Moody up into third spot, ahead of Travis Robertson, who's fourth in the 3. David Warren gets fifth in the 81. Bill Barber, 6th to 22. Ronnie Renfro, the 07 to 7th. Mike Jones comes across in 8th, followed by Tom Sauls, Alton Calmers, and Courtney Hart, leading all 35 laps, despite the best efforts from Gerald Benton.
Robert Arch gets it done again. He's 2 for 2 in 2013. Gerald Benton brings it home second. Third place, Haley Moody. As it climbs quickly from the car, your winner, Robert Arch. We'll let him get his helmet and all the good stuff off, get him a swig of water, then we'll jump in here and get the thoughts of him. And your cell phone's in the pocket. Robert, you were doing really good on those green flag runs, man. You were really pulling away, but that last restart looked like Gerald threw his best shot at you, but you held on. Congratulations, you're 2 for 2 now.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks everybody for coming out. Well, the last 5 laps, the car has 0 brakes. So I wasn't able to charge the corner like it's supposed to. So I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad he couldn't get in my back bumper. I gotta thank all the guys that helped me. Without them, I mean, we worked 2 hard weeks, up till midnight every week for 2 weeks. I ain't never won a race and torn up a car so bad the last time. But I gotta thank Joe Heigl, Michael Ellis. They've been working hard. Michael Lee, my neighbor, Greg Ray, Miss Heigl, she's cooking for us and calling out all the times for me. And all my sponsors, the AC Company, Charlie J's, Funnel Cakes, Graphics Unlimited, GuruWraps.com. You know, any kind of signs or banners. I think Bradley does like half the cars here anyways. And Waste Away Debris Removal Solutions. They really came on board this year and helped out a lot. And I'd like to thank all of them and thank all the fans for coming out and hope you enjoyed the show.
Robert Arch, second win of the season in 2 tries for the 55. Gerald, man, like I told Robert, looked like the first couple of times there you would fall back, but man, that last restart, you looked like you had your foot through the floor. You were trying hard. Good job to get up here to second.
Thank you, sir. You know, there on the last restart, you let it all hang out. And we were close. Just when I come up off the corner, it kept wanting to slide a little bit. I pinching it down. I could run with him, but I just couldn't get by him. We'll get him next time.
How about your support here behind you and on the car?
And my crew chief, my brother, and Wendell Davis, and everybody. I mean, man, the countless hours they put in this car, it's really been a blessing.
Gerald Benton, second place effort. Back here to third, Haley Moody. Getting it done for the ladies, their Ford Mustang. Haley, I got to give you credit. Nobody in the top 3 wanted the outside on that restart cone. Looked like Robert was just too strong, but man, you kept trying that outside and you made it work. Good job getting up to third.
Thank you. I want to thank my mom and dad and Mel and Jamie for taking the car for us, and that's about it.
How about that drive on the outside, though? Were you getting a little nervous holding on to the thing on the upper part of the racetrack off of 2?
Oh, yeah, it was getting slick up there, but I had to do it.
Good job. Haley Moody, third place effort. Gerald Benton finishes second. Robert Arch getting yet another win, his second here in 2013.